DJI Mini 5 Pro is one of the most anticipated drones of the moment, and as rumors continue to surface, excitement grows among fans eager to see what new features the latest version of the Mini series will bring. Therefore, let's take a detailed look at each technical specification and analyze which ones are most likely and feasible to be included in the new Mini 5 Pro. The first thing we need to consider is that it can't be too different from the Mini 4 Pro, as it needs to maintain the same physical design and, most importantly, the weight. Otherwise, it would no longer qualify as a lightweight drone. The main reason I made this video is this leaked image of the Mini 5 Pro. It was posted by a highly reliable source who consistently surprises us with exclusive information straight from DJI. According to this source, a new Mini is expected to be released in the middle of this year, featuring a LiDAR sensor and more powerful motors. So, based on this information and the leaked images, let's take a detailed look at what we can expect from the newest member of the Mini lineup. The first thing that stands out are these two black spots on the front of the drone. As expected, they are likely LiDAR sensors. But what's most interesting is that they are not embedded in a single window, like on the Air 3S and Flip. This was probably a design choice to avoid changing the drone's shape too much, allowing the camera to maintain its 60 degrees upward tilt. After all, the tilt and rotation of the camera were already a major differentiator of the Mini 4. This sensor should significantly improve the Mini 5 Pro's obstacle avoidance system, as LiDAR works even in complex environments and low-light conditions. After the launch of the Air 3S and Flip, the evolution of these systems became evident. Even the NEO, which doesn't have any sensors, can analyze images from its own camera and, using advanced AI algorithms, identify objects to determine whether they are obstacles to avoid or targets to track. The Mini 5 Pro will sit at the top of the Mini lineup, and DJI will certainly not hold back on embedded technology. It needs to impress in order to stand out from the Flip, which came with specs very similar to the Mini 4 Pro. That's why I believe we can expect some surprising upgrades in this new Mini series version. With the new LiDAR sensor, it could be capable of autonomous RTH, return-to-home, flights, similar to the Air 3S, navigating through complex areas and returning to base even without a GPS signal. In fact, the Mini 5 Pro might be even better than the Air 3S for this type of flight. Thanks to its compact size, it will have an easier time maneuvering through tight spaces. Another standout feature in this photo is the camera. Comparing it to an image of the Mini 4 Pro at the same scale, you can see that the body of this new camera is slightly larger. This suggests that it might have more space to house a bigger sensor. The Mini 4 Pro already has an excellent camera, featuring a 1/1.3-inch sensor with 48 megapixel resolution, capable of recording in 4K at 60 FPS. But with that larger camera, the Mini 5 Pro could come with a 1-inch, 50 megapixel sensor, capable of recording in 4K at 120 FPS. This would enable stunning slow-motion footage, making the Mini 5 Pro the first compact drone with this capability. This expectation arose with the launch of the Air 3S, which features this sensor in one of its cameras, leading to a significant improvement that is particularly noticeable in night shots. This sensor would be a huge differentiator for the Mini 5 Pro, making it far superior to the Flip, Mini 4 Pro, and all other compact models released so far. Another major advantage would be the ability to shoot vertically without losing resolution, fully utilizing the potential of this sensor. The Air 3S and Flip also offer vertical shots, but since their cameras don't rotate, they have to crop the sides of the image digitally, reducing the resolution to 2.7K. Another intriguing detail is this lighter area on the edge of the camera. It seems like the front finish is missing, or perhaps there's some kind of filter installed. When comparing it side by side, you can notice this difference, And it also becomes clear that there's a change in the gimbal mount. On the Mini 4 Pro, the gimbal is attached to a structure on the side, which also acts as protection against impacts for the camera. However, on the Mini 5 Pro, the camera will be mounted at the top of the drone, without that side protection, making it more exposed and potentially more vulnerable to damage in case of a fall. Here, we see another different item. The motor appears to be larger and features a ventilation slit. This could indicate that it's more powerful, and the adaptation was necessary for better cooling. If you compare it with the Mini 4's motor, you can see it's slightly smaller and completely enclosed. Another area where we expect an improvement is the battery. The Mini 4 Pro offers two battery models, a standard one with 34 minutes of flight time, and a Plus model that provides up to 45 minutes of autonomy. For the Mini 5 Pro, the expectation is that the standard battery will already offer 45 minutes of flight time, and if a Plus battery is released, flight time could exceed 50 minutes. A greater battery life would allow for a longer range, but not necessarily. The Mini 4 Pro already uses the latest version of the 04 transmission system, which provides an excellent range of up to 20 kilometers. This makes it one of DJI's drones with the longest range, matching the Air 3S and even surpassing the 15 kilometers of the Mavic 3. Given the current scenario, the new Mini 5 Pro wouldn't have much reason to exceed the 20 kilometers range. However, a recent leak suggests something that could change everything. The Mavic 4 is in the final testing phase and is expected to be released in April this year. I made a specific video about this launch, so if you haven't seen it yet, click here. As mentioned in that video, it will feature the 04 Plus transmission system, which should be an upgraded version of the current system, with more power, reaching an impressive 40 kilometers range. This information isn't official, but it comes from a reliable source. If this is confirmed, it would be an indication that DJI plans to significantly increase the range of their new drones, which opens up the possibility for the Mini 5 Pro to have a range between 25 to 30 kilometers. Internal storage has already become a standard feature in all of DJI's new drones, from the NEO with 22 GB to the Air 3S with 42 GB. Therefore, for the Mini 5 Pro, an intermediate capacity of around 32 GB is expected. Another feature that could be introduced in the Mini 5 Pro is an audio recording system, as it doesn't require much hardware investment. It would just need to adapt the same system from the NEO to allow voice recording via the app. Additionally, DJI could implement a voice command system to enable the Mini 5 Pro to execute pre-programmed movements.
Hey Fly, take a droney.
If this proves feasible, it would also be a great idea to add a button with flight modes, similar to what exists on the NEO and Flip, to perform these movements without the need for a controller. Still talking about control, there's a great expectation that the RC track will be released just before the Mini 5 Pro and will be compatible with all drones featuring 04 technology. This controller was already anticipated since the launch of the Air 3S but was delayed due to technical issues. In a recent leak, it was confirmed that the RC track is ready to be launched, with a maximum range of 2 kilometers. This device will be a simplified controller and a portable GPS tracker, offering basic functions to control the drone and be tracked by it. The Mini 5 Pro is also expected to be compatible with the latest DJI controllers, such as the RC2, RC-N3, and Motion Control. Additionally, it is anticipated to be compatible with the latest goggles, like the Goggles 3 and N3, offering a more immersive flying experience. The launch of the Mini 5 Pro will mark a significant milestone in drone history, as it will be the first drone to reach the 5th version in its category, surpassing even the Phantom, which was the most successful drone of all time and only reached the 4th generation. The Mini series has earned its place in the drone market due to its unique features. It's reliable, compact, foldable, has excellent range, great autonomy, high stability, and image quality. Most importantly, it's an entry-level drone with several relatively affordable versions. Speaking of price, it's expected that the Mini 5 Pro will have a mid-range value, falling between the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3S. The cheapest version of the Mini 4 Pro comes with the RC-N2 controller, without a screen, just one battery, and costs $759, while the cheapest version of the Air 3S is priced at $1,099. Therefore, the expected price for the base version of the Mini 5 Pro would be around $850, and the most complete version, the Fly More combo with the RC2 controller, which has a screen, is expected to reach around $1,200. These prices are approximate and do not include taxes. They were estimated as of the date of this video post. If you think of any other technical aspects that you would like me to cover, leave them in the comments and we will include them in the next video. If you liked this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.